Hello everyone and welcome back to Of Bricks and Dragons. Today we're looking at some figures I picked up a while ago. And I don't think I ever shot a video of these, mainly because when I picked them up, and I'm going to put them on bases as I talk to you here. As I picked them up for doing I think I was looking at maybe doing a G.I. Joe because I had picked up the G.I. Joe books, role-playing game books. So I wanted to have some figures that were a little bit more military-ish. So I had picked these guys up, and I don't remember the name of the company that I had picked them up from. And I know it was from Amazon, so seeing that whenever I do some of this stuff, I usually get it off of Amazon. So it could be a Chinese knockoff of something, or I don't think it was General Jim's. It might have been, but I just don't really remember offhand. So as I'm quick putting these together, and of course, like I said, I picked up these bases here really for doing the role-playing games. So putting them on here for doing that very purpose really fits. Because with these stands, these turn out to be a 1 inch by 1 inch square. And of course, then I have it so that way they sit up and they're sitting nice and center, so hopefully their guns and other gear are not hanging off. So and actually I think what I should probably do is I should probably do a little bit of a review, although I hate to say it in this regard, I don't think I'll give the best review for the G.I. Joe, Transformers, and then they did Power Rangers. It's all from the same company, and I'm trying to think of the company offhand. And when I pull the books out, then I'll know what company it is. But for the moment, that'll be a later day. Today we're going to look at the figures here. Like I said, as I'm quickly putting them onto stands here. And these come with different weapons and different setups and that. The nice thing is, and I'm going to kind of pause here. So we have different faces. A lot of the shirts are pretty much the same. So I'm going to take the hat off. And these are, for the most part, I believe these are all one face on one side. And his head doesn't want to come off without us taking his helmet off with it. So you could run them without having the extra armor pieces on, which is perfectly fine. If you put the armor piece on, so that way they have their vest. And I don't know how well you guys can see this. I'll try and move this up a little bit better. If you look, it's got like little magazine holders onto their flak vest. And of course, we have a gentleman here. He's got the sunglasses, the little goatee going. And then we've got his hat, and I'll just kind of put that off to the side a little bit. Let's see. Should probably be off like this. Although some of them have it a little bit cantered a little bit, so it's, I don't know. Depending on your unit and how you do your hat, some of them will have it all the way off to the side. When I was in the service, we never had, the only ones that had the hats like this were Special Forces or so. And I believe they've done a black version or so for everybody now, so everybody's the same special. But looking at these, and we had a bunch of different weapons. So I had a bunch of different weapons, and these were sitting in one of my cups here at the end of the pool table. So unfortunately, some of the weapons are not here. This one has got a drone, and I know I kind of goofed up when I was putting the drone together. I inadvertently broke one of the wings on the drone, and that's not something I could just easily swap out a piece. So yeah, I kind of goofed something up there. And we even have a different vest on this guy. So he's got some smaller pouches. So I'm going to say he's probably got more pistol magazines instead of like this gentleman who's got more magazines for like an AR, or for the military, an M16. And of course he's got the controller for the drone. The helmets, I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that are very happy with them. So we have like a flashlight on the side, and the very front, and I always left these off. And actually I think this is a whole bunch of weapons here. So I had ordered the weapons and all that as well. So that's a whole different video, I think. But I think I have the pieces in here. They have like night vision goggles that you could put onto here, and it would actually go over the face. That's not something I was really looking for. So as far as I was concerned, I really didn't want that on there. And of course on the back it's got like an extra battery pack, probably for all this stuff. I mean, when I was in the service, that was many years ago, and we didn't have half the stuff that the guys have today. They gave us a rifle and some magazines, and there you go. We only had a couple guys that actually had night vision goggles, but not everybody. Not like what I see on TV today. So, you know, when we look at these guys, and here again, he's got a chin strap going underneath. He's got what looks to me would probably be more like pistol magazine pouches. And he's got a backpack on his back, and you can take that off because we have the stud on the back. Shoot. And I've got everything falling off. So you could swap the backpacks out for whoever you wanted. And of course we have some different backpacks. So let me start lining these guys up here. Here. And now this gentleman has got a crossbow. Yep, sorry, young lady. And then they had these on here, and I'm going to take that out. I didn't put very many of these on because it starts getting harder to try and get them to sit inside of a vehicle. So I did put a couple on. So we have some magazine pouches here. This is a holster, which is very nice. It is a very slick idea, and I think I've got an extra, I know I have an extra pistol here. I just hoping to see if I can find one at the top, because usually when I'm looking for stuff, just like any other time, it's always on the bottom. So I have a tendency to just look at the bottom. Alright, so I think this is more of a Star Wars pistol, but it would still fit in there. So you could actually have your character sitting there with a pistol in their holster. I think we had some holsters. See, this has got, like, if you want to put a grenade here, she's got the backpack on. So she could really be all decked out here with the crossbow and everything else. But now you start seeing the other issue is once I start trying to bring her arm down, it's fighting against that pistol. So depending on how you want to do your figures, this is very good in a lot of regards, and I'm not going to bash it. It's just I'm, you know, not fully used to all this. I know I ordered it, but you know, some of the things once I'm trying to get it into vehicles, it didn't work out quite as well. I was like, yeah, I think I'll leave more of these off. And of course now we have a gentleman with I'm looking at it, and it looks more of a pistol caliber than it is a, you know, I don't stay up to date on all the military weapons as I once did. To me, this seems more like an MP5 kind of deal. He's got a flashlight on the front and that. I didn't put a backpack on him. Now his face is all covered up. And if you look at his vest, he's got like a knife here and a pistol there. And he's got some other electronics or something sitting up here. So, and in my silly mind, that would be, say, like Lady J or Scarlet. I'm trying to remember which one actually had the crossbow. And this one would be almost like a beachhead. And we have this gentleman with the boonie cap here. He's got face paint on, and of course now his vest is sitting that way. I just gave him a pistol. He doesn't have a backpack on. And then we already hit this gentleman before, but I don't have a weapon on him at the moment. Now we have a gentleman here with a regular battle rifle. Well, looks more like a sniper rifle. Battle helmet, which is what I was trying to say. And he's got like a radio here. He's got a couple magazines. So looking at the vest compared to what he's carrying, I think I have the wrong vest on him. I don't think that should probably fit in there, but you know, it's pretend play. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so now we have another gentleman. Now again, he's got the knife. The pistol is holstered in here. He's got a, looks like a suppressed bullpup type weapon and a standard helmet. Very plain face on this gentleman, which is fine. And I got somebody else, looks like wearing safety glasses on, has the boom mic on here, the chin strap, and of course then we have the radio, magazines, and another bullpup rifle. And then this one just almost looks like he's smoking a cigarette. No, he's just got a little bit of a smirk. I'm sorry. But there again, he's got ammo pouches here. I gave him the backpack, but I don't have a rifle or anything on him. Now this one I don't have on a stand at the moment because he's got the flippers on. And we got the scuba tank on here. He's got that going around. Whoops. As always, I pull things off. Oh, come on, go back on. There it is. And it's got the little snorkel on here, just like Lego does for a lot of theirs. So now we got a scuba guy here, and this was on one of them. And then we got a juggernaut here. So whether you want to call him a juggernaut or like a bomb disposal gentleman or something like that. And I gave him a pistol. It's got a flashlight on there. He's got the big heavy pouches on the back, the big cowling here. Typically in the military, I think you would consider this more of a bomb disposal, or if you just want to say it's just one of those really bigger guys, you know, whether it's the Army and the Marine Corps or whatever, you do get some of these really big guys that are just really buff. So these are the figures I've got. Now, you know, when you order a lot of these, and you know, I've ordered a couple different guns from a couple different places. Looks like we got a couple sniper rifles here, and a bow. I've been trying to keep all my weapons together so that way when I'm looking for stuff, hopefully I can find it, and then I found it. Now we have, like, this would be good for a SWAT team. This would be your door basher that you usually see them trying to break in. So we have a rifle with a grenade launcher underneath here, and this is more of a Lego-ish style handle. Well, I guess everyone else is doing it too. Some of them it seems like it's a little bit more done up. This is from Star Wars. It's a clone trooper long rifle. Here's another submachine gun of some sorts. This would be a heavier weapon. So I think this is like from a Star Wars, because you're going to hold it this way. I don't know where the magazine is, but there's going to be a box magazine or something underneath there. But looking at this looks more like it's the Star Wars. So I'll just grab a couple more here and we'll see what else we got. I know it's got, you know, you can get them. Another Star Wars pistol. Some of these I got because they were extra Star Wars. If you've been watching the videos for any length of time, I know you've heard me say it a couple times. I'm not a big fan of the shooters. And when Lego comes out with the shooters or whatever, I usually don't like to hand them to the guys there. So we got a bow. So if you want a character with a bow, here's another done up rifle of some sort, and that was a build that they had. So we got some sort of sword, whether you want to call it the black saber or the dark saber or just a regular sword, either way. Here's a plate, and this plate might have gone on here or so. Sometimes it goes on to the front of some of these guys. And here's this, and that doesn't look like that's going to go in there. For some of the submachine guns, or for the heavy automatic rifles, heavy machine guns. So we have an ammo box with the ammo out. We have some binders or handcuffs, either way, and an axe, a small hand axe. So depending on what ones you get or whatever, you have a wide variety that you can throw out there to really kind of outfit your troops, and that, which is a lot of, you know, if for like me, I'm using these for like doing role-playing games. So it's nice having a little variety, and sometimes the guys want to, hey, I want a gun or something like that. Yeah, well, we can put it on there. Sometimes they don't care, and maybe we don't. I know if you're doing like Warhammer, which I'm not doing, and if you're trying to use Lego minifigures for that, and you're trying to say, hey, this is a rifle platoon, so you're trying to get the same type of rifle, that works really well for it. I've seen more Warhammer-ish figures on Amazon. I don't remember the cost. I don't remember how expensive they were, but it does give a lot of flexibility and a lot more options for people. Like I've said before, my hands start shaking after a while when I'm kind of painting, so I don't have to paint these guys anymore. That's wonderful. And if I can get different figures for different settings, because I found these, and here's a Tony Stark zombie or whatever. Okay, so I have a couple zombies I can use for ghouls or zombies or whatever. I can change the head out for something else if I want. It gives me that option. So just different ideas, looking at figures. Just another silliness for the day. But thank you so very much for visiting, for sitting around a pool table with me and seeing the silliness that we come up with for the day. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.